Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. I already kind of filmed this, but just wasn't turning out that great, so I'm redoing it, unfortunately. Sorry if I cough. I'm not feeling great, but I haven't been on in a while, and that's because I've been working insane hours, but we finally got somebody new in, so I'm back to my normal hours, 30 hours a week and 3 days off, and everything's all good. No more stress. We're good. And then I also started classes, so that's great. So yeah, let's just get into this. First book I read this month was Ronin Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but I knocked off a star because I'm a little bit bitter about the ending. Just a little bit. Which is the general consensus on this book. But I really loved the Nikolai parts, especially like that one when he's like, they're like, I don't understand how he does it. And he's like, I have a lot of money. I roll my eyes at him. No, really, I have a lot of money. And I love Nikolai. Nikolai is gold. He is perfection. And we love Nikolai. Nikolai is bae. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard that Leigh Bardugo is going to be doing a series specifically surrounding Nikolai, and if that's a thing, I am here for it. Totally here for it. So, the next book I read was Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst, and this was an amazing book, and I'm just so happy that it exists. Because, like, princesses falling in love, like, this is a very important book, especially right now with everything that's going on in the world, especially in the U.S. Just, it's perfection, and I'm just so happy that I read it. And I will happily buy anything that this author puts out. So good. This was I actually participated in 2 readathons this month. This was for the DA readathon, which was all about reading diverse books. Ta-da! And then also I participated in the biannual bibliothon. And I also read 11 books this month, just BT dubs. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. There was something in it, I remember, that just made me really mad, and it just, like, But, so I knocked off half a star for that, but other than that, like, this book is just pure gold, and everybody should go read it, because it's just amazing, and it's just it'll make you just so happy, because it made me happy, and I remember when I finished it, I was just grinning like a fool. So just go read it, because it's really great, and it's definitely a good book to read right now with everything that's going on, because it's definitely like a little pick-me-up, like, have faith in the world, it's all gonna be okay. Next book I read was The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princes. This was really good, and I don't know if this is a thing, but I totally ship Tetros and Philippe. Totally? Or Felipe, whatever. I don't know if it's pronounced Philippe or Felipe, but I shipped them so hard, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read is All Is Fair by Emma Newman. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. This is the 3rd book in the Split World series, aka the series I will not shut up about. But yes, I read this, and it's fantastic, and I love all the characters in this. They're so well thought out, and so well developed, and they're just amazing. It was easily a 5 out of 5 stars, like all the books in this series have been so far. The next book I read was the group book for the biannual bibliothon, Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Mescilio. I can't pronounce her last name, I'm sorry. But I did really enjoy this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The thing was, though, it just kind of went in a different direction than I thought it would go. Not necessarily bad. It was definitely surprising. It's not a predictable kind of thing, which is good, and I really did appreciate that fact. And also, if you didn't know, it's going to be a series, and the next one's about Count Dracula, or something like that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I especially liked talking about it on the live show with, like, Emma and all them. That was great. Like, because like they were talking about it, and I was commenting and tweeting and all that, and I just really enjoyed doing that because it was the first live show I ever actually got to participate in, because I can never catch them because I'm always at work when they happen every single time, and it makes me so angry. But this time I wasn't, and I was so happy because it was on a Sunday, and I'm always off on Sundays, so it was great. Sorry guys, I think I'm getting sick, and that sucks. I always get sick on my days off. I don't know why this happens, but it happens, and it sucks. Now the next book that I read was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which is why I read Run and Rising at the beginning of this month. And let me tell you, Casbreaker is so bae, and Inji is so bae, and I don't know if I'm saying her name right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they are bae, they are baes, and I ship it so hard I will go down with this ship. Like, that's how I feel about that. But yes, amazing book. It was 5 out of 5 stars, and I'm just so happy that I read it, and I'm just so happy that it exists, and this is definitely something I will probably reread in the future because amazing. The next book I read, you can probably guess, was Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and it is not a thing for me to marathon series. We all know this. I don't do that. So when I do, it's like, holy motherfucking shit, this series, you know guys, is gonna be badass because I don't marathon series. If I do, it means that it is like up here. It is amazing. So this was amazing. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. I have taken to naming my dinosaurs on arc after the characters in these books. No lie. My Argentavis is named Casbreaker. Like, it is a thing. I'm ridiculous, I know. And then I named one of my dinos Inji. I'm trying to remember which one, but I can't right now. But I did name one of them after her. I name all my dinos after book characters, but lately it's been Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom because I love these books so much. Oh, and our tribe is also called the Tribe of Crows because I kept talking about the series to my boyfriend. So he did it to shut me up. So yeah. Because I'm in like a tribe with him on like our own little private server. Yeah, it's cute. The next book I read was actually for, sorry, I'm getting a really bad headache. Was actually for my class, British Literature, and it was Beowulf by Unknown, because we don't know who that author was, because it was a long time ago. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't understand any of it. I read it, and I tried to understand it, but I didn't. And I ended up reading the Spark Notes, and I understood it that way, and I got what was happening and all that stuff. But yeah, but it's all okay. Like, I mean, now I understand what happened and everything, but yeah, it was just, ugh, not that great. But it's done now, so it's okay. And the next book I read was The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. This is the volume 1, but I've only read the first book in the series so far. That's why I have a little bookmark there. But I did really enjoy this. I really love Faye, as you can probably tell because I talk about the split worlds like all the time. But yeah, I really love Faye, and I really did enjoy this. It's a really good urban fantasy, and you can definitely see that it's an older one because it's got some of those tropes in it, which is fine, but just keep that in mind. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it like, but it was a very quick read. I got through it really fast, and it was really easy to read, so it was really great in that retrospect, so yeah. The next book I read was Symptoms of Being Human by Jeff Garvin. And this is something that I was reading for like the Diversathon. I sort of took part in that, not really, but I kind of tried to. But yeah, I read that, and it's about a main character who is gender fluid, which I actually had a college roommate that was gender fluid. So I kind of knew a little bit about it, but not that much. So it was very eye-opening, and I really appreciated reading it, and I'm glad that it exists, and I'm glad that I read it, and that I know more now about that community and about that issue and all of those things. And I feel like I know more, and I feel happy that I know more, and I feel more knowledgeable, and I'm just very happy about that. And I enjoyed the book like a lot. Like the fact that Riley was a writer, I mean, because I consider Riley a writer, even though it was just blog posts. Totally think that Riley was a fantastic writer, and I really connected with that. So that was really great, and I loved, like, Solo. Solo is an amazing character, and just, from the moment that Solo walked in wearing a Star Wars t-shirt, I was just like, I'm gonna like you. Like, you're gonna be great. And it happened, so, yeah. Beck was cool, too. Just saying. Oh, I wrote a short Goodreads review for this. All I said was, it just makes my heart so happy that this book exists. That's all I said. The last thing I read was for school. It was for my British Lit class, and it was Sir Gawain, I don't know, and the Green Knight, which I understood. This one I could understand, rather Beowulf was not able to understand, because this one was written a lot more simply, I guess, so it was easier to get. But there's a point where this guy fucking gets his head chopped off, and then he is holding his head by his hair, and he's talking to the people still. And I'm just like, why is this a thing? Why? Yeah, so it was kind of dumb, and I didn't really like it, but I could at least understand it, so that was something. I think I rated it 2. What did I even rate it? Like a 2? Oh, no, I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. So, yeah. But anyway, so those are the 11 things I read this month. I am sorry that I sound weird. I am very sickly, so I'm gonna go and take some medicine and hopefully feel better. I also gotta put up all these books now, so that's gonna be fun. But I think I had a pretty good reading month this month. I think February's gonna be better though. I remember last February when I read 24 books. Do you remember that? 'Cause I do. Yeah, I didn't have a job back then, so. I wish I could go back to that. That would be amazing. But unfortunately I have to work, so that's not gonna be a thing. But with my more free time, I mean, I've almost finished a book today. Like, I almost read it all in an entire sitting. I have like 60 I'm at like 67% of it, so I think I'll finish it tonight because I'm like really into it. And then I'm also reading the Split Worlds book 4, and hopefully I'll finish that tomorrow. So that'd be 2 books done for this month, and I'd be really happy if that happens. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go take medicine. My head is like pounding, so sorry I'm sickly, and sorry it's been so long. I'm sorry I suck, guys. But I hope all of you are doing well, and I hope everything's going good. And like I said, I'm sorry for being gone so long, but that shouldn't be an issue anymore because work has calmed down, thankfully. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And I will see you later.